Welcome to
Hello.
Third Quarter. Hello, Marilyn.
Welcome.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Sun Protection Day. We're going to be chatting about that today. And it's going to rain soon, so it's multi-purpose umbrella.
Yeah, pretty wild weather today and all week, all month.
Secret surprise donut door that we're going to be showing you in a minute. We talked about it if you saw Barnside Chat yesterday. We went up close and saw some of the dedications, but we're going to be showing you more today. If you
Very
have any
cute.
questions during the program, let us know in the comments and we will try to answer them live if we see them. Hi, Marilyn, Mary, Gail, Happily Ever
Amazing.
Esther, Gail from also YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning into
Incredible
all
on
of
both,
the channels.
Gail. That's incredible.
Dedication.
Incredible.
Dedication.
Love it.
My name is Andrea, the Animal Care Manager.
I'm Nicole, Senior Animal Caregiver.
Welcome, Jerry Lee. Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about sunscreen.
Yes.
But first, we're going to give you a Summer Sparkle update. So if you missed it on yesterday's Barnside Chat, last week we were at $12,676.97. And now Chris did the drum roll yesterday. He was so good at it. Yesterday we were at $21,405.28.
Amazing.
And we did extend our Match Monday to today.
Amazing.
So we have a wonderful donor up to $5,000 match, and we did extend it today. So if you did want to donate, please head over to happilyeverester.ca to do so. We are past the halfway mark point in our fundraiser, and we are not quite, we're about 21% of the way there to the $100,000 goal. So we do need your donations to help us get us the rest of the way to the donut tree, and anyone who has donated to this fundraiser, or if you're a monthly donor, once we reach that point, we're going to have a special live donut event.
That's going to be so cute.
Raymond is going to get a lot of donuts.
Does he know? Did we tell him, or is it going to be a surprise?
I don't think any of the residents know yet.
Okay, good to know.
You'll want to be there. Well, thanks for tuning in. We're going to read the donut dedications. In a minute, we're going to give people a few minutes to tune in. And today we're going to be talking all about being a beach bum, which involves quite a bit. We're all about sun protection here, both for ourselves and the residents. And there are some specific residents that need it more than others. You can become a beach bum by heading over to happilyeverester.ca, clicking on Summer Sparkle, and scrolling down. You can also become part of the Anti-Itch Witch Club, Blaze and Confused, which we talked about, I think, last week, if I remember correctly.
Sparkle Squad.
Mechanic Mama.
So cute.
Esther's Honor Guard. You can also donate hay to win one of two stunning prizes.
Those are incredible. Oh my god, I saw those yesterday. Those are unreal. Like, I want those. Amazing.
We showed these on Barnside yesterday. There are two items to win. So every single bale of hay that you donate for $7 Canadian, or I think $5 US, I don't remember the conversion.
That seems right.
Gives you a raffle ticket, a chance to win either of these, either beautiful painting or beautiful quilt handmade by volunteer. Hi, Sylvia, and to Dr. Nicole.
Oh my gosh.
Sylvia was definitely on Barnside yesterday. Sylvia remembers. Sylvia might have been the one that said that to begin with. Oh my gosh, hang on.
Oh, there's some cute
should
stuff.
Get Timbits.
Absolutely.
Let us know what you know if you know what that means in the comments, because if you're American, you might not know what a Timbit is, and we're gonna tell you in a second. Has Sammy calmed down after yesterday?
For now, yes, and we're hoping it stays that way.
He was revved.
Yeah,
we're on Barnside. He needed Fig Newtons. He needed attention.
Yeah, it was very chaotic out of nowhere.
Not expect that.
Not his usual time to be screaming either. So he is behind the donut door, a little bit further than he was yesterday, I think. So maybe he'll get excited when we show the donut door. Maybe he will start screaming again. We'll see.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't expect that. It's never happened before. He was just very excited. Yeah, there's a great note. Raffle tickets will count toward today's match. If you missed it at the beginning, it is Match Tuesday. We are continuing our match from yesterday. We've extended it because we didn't quite make our goal yesterday. So you can donate on happilyeverester.ca. Donate a bale of hay, do all the things, help us get our sunscreen that we desperately need right now for Sammy. Mostly Sammy. We're going to be talking about Sammy a lot. Gail has no idea what a Timbit is. Let's let them know.
It's the inside of the donut, right? Like that's
Yeah, I
like
think so.
or maybe
So
not technically,
we have
but
we have a
from
massive
Tim Hortons.
coffee
Yeah.
chain here in Canada. That's Canadian, I think. Still, I don't know if it's been bought up.
Who knows?
Called Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
and it's on every corner,
Literally
And they
everywhere.
have something called Timbits, which are donut holes. I guess they'd be called that some other places.
Yeah. I don't know if they even still, like, if that's like actually how they're made.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know,
just
but
little,
yeah, just little mini donuts.
So Mary had suggested that the piglets get Timbits, which is amazing.
Yeah, approved.
Hi, Linda. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. We do go live on YouTube and Facebook now because we are fancy. We have people to know where to find us. Donut hole. Donuts holes in America. We're learning Munchkins. Is that like a Dunkin' Donuts type of thing?
Yeah, I guess there's like a version everywhere.
Speaking of donuts, let's head over to the donut door since we have folks here, and then we're going to start talking about sunscreen because it's all related to Summer
Yes.
Sparkle.
Yes.
So yesterday on Mars Eye Chat, we showed, I did it right, this door.
Yes.
And today we're going to show this door. Let's go, Chad. Read out some of the names that we see. These are the dedications from $10 Thursdays.
Oh, very cute.
What do we have on there?
Oh my gosh, so much. Bear, Bobby, Len and Dan, Esther, Delilah, Winifred.
The board of directors.
Oh, Daryl. Should we just read out every single one? There's so many.
Marigolds, Bruce Landon, Robin. These are all the dedications
Yeah.
that are now
Bonnie.
decorating the arena doors.
There's a happy birthday Obama one. I haven't even read all of these.
We've looked at them the last few days,
Oh.
but Haley, Pebbles,
Daniel, Turk, Kevin, because he looks good in a donut.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly. Mustang Mary.
Heidi, my new grandniece Anya, June 11th, 2025. That was
that's-
only a few days
That's
ago.
very
My
new.
goodness.
Whoa.
Finn and Maggie,
Yeah.
Steph, Kathy Fisher, absolute hero, Delilah, Captain Dan, Sir Denver,
Oh, Peggy and Tim.
Sparkle,
Jane, Robin.
Christine, volunteer coordinator, best person ever.
Pumpkin. Is that one from Jessica, do you think?
I wonder, Jessica, are you there to see for this? So cute. Show me the Anya donut. Okay, we'll go up one more time. We are. Nicole's pointing, and if I can do this the right way.
Right next to
Super
Nancy,
cute.
too.
Nancy's on there, and Kevin,
Oh.
and Jeff and Carrie, and Peggy and Tim, and Turk, and the board. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Those
very
all
cute.
go toward our Summer Sparkle. So thank you, and look forward to more fun on Thursdays with Kevin. He's doing fireside chats, and he will tell you
Yes.
more about all those things. So thank you for your donations. And we're going to talk all about sunscreen.
Yes, we love sunscreen for humans and for residents.
Yes.
So one of the other perks is about the shades, right? So we have a bunch of
Yes.
different, not perks, I'm not sure what they're called.
Yeah, let's call them that. They're
Yeah.
on the website.
Yeah.
And you do get a certificate if you
Yes,
become
yes.
a beach bum. It looks like this. Spoiler alert. But this is on our website. This is what it looks like when you go to add it to your cart. So if you're doing it $100 Canadian or probably less than that American, you are donating specifically toward the essentials we
sunscreen
need
fund.
for, the sunscreen is on fund.
Yeah.
The essentials for summer, and that's like a massive one alongside everything else.
Yeah. So obviously we have things like sunshades and some trees and the bogs and the umbrellas to help protect against the sun, but sunscreen is a major thing that we use, in particular for pigs that have lighter skin. So Sammy, number one. Thankfully the UV is lower today and we're expecting some rain later, but on a very hot, high UV day, we're constantly reapplying sunscreen, like minimum 3 times a day on those really intense days. They do a pretty good job going in the bogs and getting the mud on their backs and on their bodies. But kind of right along their spine, on their face, along their ears is where they really need the help. The pink pigs in particular are very prone to skin cancers and other types of issues with their skin. So Sammy's kind of number one at the list. Hercules and Mercy both have little white bits that can get sunburnt, but we've also seen pigs with with darker skin who get sunburnt. Like I have seen, I think it was last summer for the first time I saw either Herky or Mercy or maybe both that had like a little bit of a sunburn to them. I was like,
Ray
oh my
was a
God.
bit red yesterday.
Yeah.
I think with sudden hot days like
Yeah, it
yesterday, and
comes
we're
out of
going into a
nowhere.
heat wave right now for
Yeah.
at least 7 days, which is not very exciting.
Yeah, we're not excited.
They do self-regulate really well typically, but I had to go out and move him because he had eaten dinner and he laid down in the sun
Yeah.
but didn't realize that he was comfy, but he
Yeah.
was like breathing really heavy. I went and got a
The watering
watering
can.
can and sprayed him with water and then brought him inside. So we're going to be doing that really regularly the next little
Yes,
while.
yes.
The summer heat can be really scary.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Abraham, when he's freshly shorn, gets
got-
sunscreen
yeah,
as well. Yeah,
back of the
now,
neck.
yeah, he has a pretty decent little fuzz growing in now, and the lanolin is helping to protect him. But when he's freshly shorn,
did put sunscreen
yeah,
on
he got sunscreen, which was
And
quite
then
cute.
doing it at the right time, making sure he's not getting shorn in like this week. He's already been
Yes.
shorn this season. We'll probably do him again. Maybe August. We need to shear
Yeah.
him a bit more frequently, not the seasonal like we normally do because he's a big man.
Yes, yes. Sylvia had a question: is Sammy sleeping during the applications? Not always. In that video that we just shared, he was sleeping like a perfect little angel. And sometimes we can get it on him while he's sleeping like that. Most of the time when I get it on him, it's after I've fed them either breakfast or dinner. So they're already at the fence line, and he's pretty good. I kind of just call his name, and he sticks his face kind of around
knows
the
his
fence.
name.
Yeah, exactly. And then I kind of smear some on him at that point. So it depends. He is very sweet, but he's also very opinionated. And if he's not wanting us in his space, he will definitely let us know.
He usually gives us a verbal warning, which
yes.
I much appreciate.
Yeah, he's good at letting us know for sure.
Yeah, so it depends on what's going on. We do have also spray options if we need
Yes.
a bit of distance. But yeah, keeping him, application on throughout the day is a few times for him.
Yeah.
And we go through a ton, even just for him. He's a big boy. He's
Yeah.
710 pounds.
Really big.
And then, like Nicole had mentioned, there are other pigs that are darker but have lighter spots on them. They need those areas. And they need the reapplication because they go in the bogs, which
Yeah.
does help with the mud covering their skin, but also that helps wash off the sunscreen.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So basically, because the sun is such a big threat for basically all of the residents, we kind of have different ways that we're helping to protect them throughout the day and kind of overlapping those. Even the fly spray that we use has a little bit of sun protection in it as well.
Yeah, you
so,
might be surprised to know.
yeah,
that
I was surprised. I
sometimes
didn't realize.
Horses, like when we apply that to BJ and Escalade, it has a bit of sun protection in there for them because even though they're covered in hair, fur.
Yeah.
Fur.
Yeah.
They need some sun protection too. And at the new property, we don't have a ton of trees planted yet. There are some little saplings, but
They're
will take
so
a few
cute,
years
yeah.
to get fully grown for the proper shade. So in the meantime, we are finding solutions.
Yes, definitely. Do you know
as
what
we
kind
can.
of trees they are? Side note.
Kathy's in the comments. She will know because she brought them.
I'm just curious. They're very
they look
cute.
maple-y.
Okay. They're
Maybe maple. What do we do with the wool?
Just put it out into the world, basically, either like into the compost pile, and then usually we have so many birds around the property and little critters that it basically just kind of gets taken away and various nesting material, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
the wild birds typically
Yeah.
tend to use it. We don't really do anything else with it. Yeah, it's nice to see it. Sometimes we'll see little nests around
Yeah.
after the birds have moved on from fledging, and we'll see. I remember finding one at the other property, and it was full of Diablo hair, and I knew it was Diablo hair. It was like those
I
little white
remember
specific
that.
hairs.
Yeah. Oh,
So they had used
that's
his
so
hair,
cute.
probably picked up off the ground, and it's super cute to see that kind of stuff.
It's really cute.
If you wanted to become a beach bum and help support our sunscreen fund, specifically head over to happilyeverester.ca. Help support our Summer Sparkle fundraiser. These are the essentials that we cannot go without.
Yes.
All of the things that we need to keep the residents cool, comfortable, all their meds. Things that you might not think about on a daily basis, like keeping the tractors running. Like, it's a huge issue if those kind of things break down, and we need
Yeah.
to be able to jump into action if
Yeah.
any of that stuff does happen. Keeping our pharmacy stocked up, keeping our sunscreen stocked up. It's an
Yes.
extremely busy time of the year.
Yes, there's so much happening right
chatting
now,
behind
and
us?
I don't know. Hopefully Sammy's still asleep.
It's pretty quiet in the arena today.
For now,
it's very
yeah.
hot. It's actually
Yeah.
getting humid, which is not the best mix with the heat.
Yeah.
We're keeping the fans on, we're keeping the doors open, and we're doing a ton of checks today and watering
Yeah.
Raymond if needed.
Yes.
If you wanted to become a volunteer, or if you are a volunteer, watering Raymond is on the list.
Yeah, number one priority.
Yeah, it is an option, and we will give you a watering can, and you can go out and sprinkle them.
Did you share on Barnside that Raymond is reintegrated with the herd? Has that been shared with the world?
I usually have an update on him every single week,
Yeah.
but we will mention that now. Nicole's
Yeah.
going to tell you about his reintegration.
Yeah, so over the weekend, so I'm sure everybody is aware because everybody is as obsessed with him as we are. But in case you did not know, a month-ish ago, maybe longer, he had a couple teeth extracted at the hospital. So he was on stall rest while
3 or 4?
Yeah. It was pretty intense. So he was on stall rest for a while we were basically healing all of that. So he's been doing really, really well. We've been gradually oh my God.
This is right before reintegration.
Yeah, so at first he didn't have any grass access because we wanted to make sure that those large holes in his gums were staying clean. We were flushing them out a couple times a day, and we were gradually introducing, harder foods because he was eating just soupy stuff for a
soup?
while.
He
Yeah,
was just
straight
eating
up soup.
for a week maybe.
Yeah, getting grass and stuff in there. So he was doing really, really well. So over the weekend, he was reintegrated with his herd. And I was not here, so I'm glad. I would have been stressed because normally, you weren't here either.
No,
So I'm
on our day off.
Yes. Normally, he's been a little bit of a tricky one to reintegrate because he is sadly closer to the bottom of the hierarchy. So things will kind of shuffle around while he's gone. So there have been a couple individuals who historically have been pretty scrappy with him when he comes back, but it seems like it went really, really well. No
the
major
previous issues we seem
incident.
to have with Ted seem to
Yeah.
have calmed down. I think the last time, well, not the last time, a few times before when Ray was removed from the herd for, I forget which reason.
Yeah.
When we reintegrated him, Ted had taken his spot, so they were
Yeah.
trying to fight for that spot. But this time it seemed like he has a few scratches on him that we're cleaning out, but
Yeah.
nothing too dramatic. This is actually a funny question. The answer is no, because
I
we
wish.
don't want
Yeah,
wool,
but sadly
wool
no.
getting wet is actually detrimental. Just
Yes.
the way they regulate their temperatures. We
Yes.
actually don't want to water them.
Yeah.
Just kind of a funny thing.
Yeah, as much as I wish we could water Obama.
He would like that.
He would
we
hate
do have the water treadmill, but we'd have to I guess dry him off properly
Yeah,
after, and that might be
definitely.
good for his arthritis. But
Yeah.
it's not quite set up yet, so stay tuned.
Yeah, that'll be
It's in its
exciting.
spot. We'll be sharing a ton of photos and videos when that does get up and running. But yeah, in terms of cooling, if we need to cool down a sheep, it's more bring them in the shade, put them under a fan.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to put water on them. There's a variety of reasons I don't have off the top of my head, but
Yeah. So yeah, sadly no watering Obama, but definitely watering the pigs.
yes, watering the pigs is on the list.
Yes.
Be able to donate sunscreen to Sammy Sunscreen fan club. Sammy Sunscreen fan club.
Yep.
Become a beach bum. Help out the residents with all of their summer essentials. It is the time of year to do so, and
Yes.
it's the perfect timing because it is also a match day, which we have extended from Monday, Match Tuesday. All donations will be matched up to $5,000, which means your impact will be doubled. Help us
Incredible.
reach us the rest of the way there. As of yesterday, we were at 21% of our goal. We want to get 100% there. We want to have that donut party. We want to get everything that the residents need for their day-to-day care.
And all summer long.
All year,
Yeah.
all summer.
Yeah.
We're already preparing for winter.
Yeah.
We're almost at the Hayfield Highway. I hope we're there by the end of the day with the match.
Oh, I think we will. I have faith.
I have faith too. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It's been lovely to spend
Yes,
time with
thank you.
Let's have one last look at the donut door that we're going to be admiring all summer long, and then we are going to head out. We got Sir Denver that just fell, but that's okay.
Oh, get some fresh tape.
We'll get him back up there. Thank you for your donations. Look forward to
so
more
cute.
summer fun with our Summer Sparkle campaign. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Where am I? Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.